Did street art ruin graffiti, or did graffiti ruin street art? Whether it's a large hipstery mural painted by a notable artist who has flown in and paid a couple $1,000s of grant money, or an illegal burner in a high-traffic area painted by a guy with 2 open cases and a suspended driver's license, most people assume that these two pieces are examples of the same thing. But street art and graffiti truly are not the same thing. Despite this being a part of common thought and vernacular, the two couldn't be more different despite sharing some aesthetic qualities. Some of their similarities would be common locations. Both street artists and graffiti writers will paint in public areas and in secret areas. Both street artists and graffiti writers may be willing to accept payment for their work, but not always. Both street artists and graffiti writers are often willing to be represented by or promoted by art galleries. Here in Boston, I've seen this happen numerous times in fancy galleries on Newbury Street, one of Boston's most high-end retail areas for fashion, art, and more. In short, when it comes to real estate, money, and notoriety, street artists and graffiti writers may look indistinguishable, but when it comes to the real spirit and culture of the art, they really diverge. Some of the basic differences come from surface-level aesthetics and content. Most graffiti writers will have a letter-based, stylized writing approach with a focus on personal identity and self-expression. Many of their works will be text-based and comparable to poetry, hence why they're commonly called graffiti writers instead of graffiti artists. The graffiti writer will usually be practicing within a range of common formats, such as tags, throw-ups, burners, and more. Many writers will even use characters or other non-text imagery, but this is less common. Most true graffiti writers will limit their tools to only spray paint while working, but may use markers or other mediums for smaller, quicker works on the side. Most graffiti writers have a high respect for tradition and history in their craft. Street artists are different because of their choice of medium, content, and the context of their pieces. They could be considered a subcategory of muralists rather than an offshoot of graffiti writing. Street artists may use spray paint, but are more likely to be using professional paint and brushes. Their work will most likely be paid or be made with permission. While some notable street artists use their own designs, many of them are likely approved and informed by a committee of sorts trying to get art approved for a specific location. Their designs are not likely to be text-based and will probably feature more conventional realism-based painting styles and approaches. Despite most of them working with permission, many of these street artists will be doing illegal works too. With that being said, the line between street artists and graffiti artists is very blurry. Artists like Dondi White, Basquiat, and dare I say it, even Banksy are graffiti artists that became gallery artists, while someone like Keith Haring was a proper art school painter who went out and did graffiti. Even though there's a lot of people who face back and forth between both worlds, it's important to know the difference and know why people want these things to be distinguished. If you learned something from this video, like and comment. If you want to learn more, follow.